If you still keep these items in your house, do not be surprised if your family keeps arguing, money keeps slipping away, and your sleep gets heavier and more restless every night. Hello, I am Master Zhen. After more than 20 years of studying and practicing Feng Shui, I have personally witnessed unbelievable transformations. Families living in comfort suddenly falling into debt, suffering from deteriorating health, and experiencing broken relationships. And the root cause came from seemingly harmless objects they kept in their homes. These items could be right in the living room, in the kitchen, or next to your bed, silently giving off negative energy every single day, quietly draining your life force and preventing prosperity from staying. Feng Shui is not superstition. It is a science of how energy flows and moves. Imagine your home as a clear, fresh stream. If you let trash clog the flow, the water will become murky and the entire source will be contaminated. The energy in your house works the same way. A few negative objects are enough to disrupt the flow of blessings and turn your peaceful home into a place filled with conflict and misfortune. So what are the items that absolutely must be removed to clear the flow of energy and keep your home peaceful and prosperous? In today's video, I will reveal to you 7 types of objects that carry extremely harmful energy. And more importantly, I will show you a simple, easy purification ritual that will help reopen the flow of good fortune, so the blessings can stay and be passed down for generations to come. Before we begin, join me with a small but powerful action. Write down in the comments one affirmation such as, "I am removing negative energy and opening the door to welcome wealth into my home." And if you find this video helpful, do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you will not miss the next one. So, what exactly are those harmful items? Let's dive in and explore them together, starting with the first one. Number 1. Cracked or broken mirrors. In Feng Shui, a mirror is not just a tool for reflecting images, it is considered a very special item. Symbolically, it represents a calm, still lake, a surface where the flow of energy in your home is reflected and expanded. When a mirror is intact, it helps attract light, visually enlarge the space, and spread positive energy, keeping your home bright, airy, and full of vitality. But just a single crack can disrupt all of that harmony. A cracked or broken mirror is like a flowing stream that suddenly hits a dam. Energy becomes divided, blocked, and starts swirling chaotically. This chaotic energy flow can make people feel stressed, exhausted, easily irritated, or struggle to sleep. Over time, it creates an imbalance in both family relationships and finances. It does not stop there. A broken mirror also distorts images. When you look into it, your reflection is no longer whole. That, in itself, is a negative symbol. Relationships becoming skewed, emotions feeling incomplete, and money slipping away. In many cultures, a broken mirror is seen as a sign of separation, bad luck, and prolonged unease. From a spiritual perspective, mirrors are seen as gateways that connect different dimensions. An unbroken mirror serves as a protective barrier. But once it cracks, the fractures become openings where negative energy can seep through. This is why people often report strange occurrences in homes with broken mirrors, restless sleep, recurring nightmares, or a lingering sense of discomfort they cannot explain. In Feng Shui, this phenomenon is called disturbed energy flow, where the energetic field is disrupted by harmful influences. For that reason, one of the most important principles in home Feng Shui is to never keep a damaged mirror. Many families, when moving to a new home, cleaning, or performing energy cleansing rituals, prioritize checking the mirrors first. A complete mirror can attract life energy, but a cracked one acts like an invisible black hole, draining all the good fortune from your home. Getting rid of a broken mirror is not just about clearing away old stuff. It is an act of energetic purification. When you let go of a shattered mirror, you are also preventing emotional breakdowns, protecting the flow of abundance, and maintaining peace in your household. Number 2. Strange human-shaped figures or dolls with unknown origins. In Feng Shui, every figure or statue holds its own energy field, and those that resemble humans, like dolls, humanoid figurines, or unidentified sculptures, are especially sensitive. These are not just decorations. They are spiritual intermediaries that can connect to invisible energetic realms. Each figure absorbs the emotion and intention of the person who created it. If the origin is unknown, there is a high chance it has absorbed negative or misaligned energy. When placed in your home, these items become magnets for dark, stagnant energy, making the atmosphere heavy and oppressive. Forgotten dolls or human-shaped figures placed in dark corners, like storage areas, under the bed, or near a child's sleeping space, are even more dangerous. They create unstable energy waves, causing older adults to feel anxious and unfocused, while children may experience sudden fear, trouble sleeping, or nightmares. These effects are not coincidences, but rather the clash between leftover negative energy from the object and the vibrant energy of living humans. Symbolically, a humanoid figure is a human shadow, but when it is not connected to anyone and lacks a positive spiritual imprint, it is nothing more than an empty shell. And an empty shell is the perfect host for wandering energy. It can drain prosperity from your space and open up potential for spiritual disturbance. The impact is not limited to sleep and health. When placed in a bedroom or common area, these eerie figures can infiltrate family dynamics, creating emotional distance, heavy conversations, and sparking arguments from even the smallest conflicts. That is why one of the key principles is never keep dolls or strange human-like figures of unknown origin in your home. If you discover them, remove them immediately. When discarding them, you can add a simple cleansing ritual. Open your windows to let in fresh air and sunlight, light a stick of incense or turn on a salt lamp, and gently say a prayer to release old energy. Once the space is cleared, fresh energy can flow in, bringing peace and balance back to your home. Number 3. Dead clocks. In the physical world, a clock is just a tool for measuring time. But in Feng Shui and traditional spiritual beliefs, a clock represents the flow of life. It reflects the continuous rhythm of past, present, and future. A working clock helps maintain gentle movement in your space, ensuring the constant circulation of energy, just like a steady breath in a living body. On the other hand, when a clock is broken or has stopped ticking, it sends out a silent but clear message. Everything is stuck. Time is no longer moving forward, meaning that energy in the home is also frozen. And when energy does not flow, it becomes stagnant. This leads to feelings of sluggishness, fatigue, and being mentally lost or confused, both spiritually and financially. Feng Shui calls this the hidden energy lock, a condition where time stands still and life starts losing its momentum. People living in such a space often struggle to start new things. Plans are mysteriously delayed, and internally they fall into repetitive mental loops, laziness, lack of motivation, or constantly feeling like, I want to do something but I do not know where to begin. Many people keep dead clocks simply because they look nice, have sentimental value, or they forgot it stopped working. But remember, in Feng Shui, a non-functioning clock is not just a decorative item. It is a symbol of stagnation, a kind of energy in waiting to die if left for too long without repair or removal. It is like a sealed room with no ventilation. It might seem peaceful at first, but the longer it stays that way, the more toxic it becomes. Here is the bottom line. Clocks symbolize movement. So if a clock has stopped, you must make a decision. Either fix it or let it go. There is no such thing as just for show or keeping it for the aesthetic when it comes to dead clocks in Feng Shui. If you truly love a particular clock because of memories, then take the time to repair it. If that is not possible, thank it for the time it spent in your home and let it go peacefully as a ritual of energetic release.
Number 4. Dusty fake plants and withered real plants. In traditional Feng Shui, green plants are seen as powerful symbols of vitality and growth. Every leaf and upward-reaching branch represents the continuation of life and the expansion of positive energy within your space. But not all plants are good for your home. Once a plant starts to wilt, dry out, or lose its leaves, it no longer generates life energy. It begins to absorb it from the surroundings instead. In Feng Shui terms, this is called the yin transformation of yang energy. When a once positive object becomes weak, it not only loses its beneficial effects, but also creates breaks in the energy flow. This disrupts the movement of energy through the home, leaving people feeling tired for no clear reason, mentally drained, or like their work and finances are no longer flowing smoothly. Dusty, fake plants send a different message. They may appear decorative, but they are hollow inside. They mimic life but carry no breath, no real vitality. Feng Shui calls this artificial energy, where something that looks positive on the outside actually blocks energy flow because of dust and stagnation. Artificial plants, if kept clean, placed properly, and combined with lighting, can still serve as meaningful decorations. But once they gather dust, decay, or shed fake leaves everywhere, they become false symbols of fortune, blocking the flow of real energy from entering. Traditional Feng Shui emphasizes one core principle. Everything in your home should carry the breath of life, or at the very least appear fresh and vibrant. When you hold on to things that are dead, decaying, or fake and lifeless, you are unknowingly creating block points that prevent wealth and blessings from circulating freely. Number 5. Portraits of deceased loved ones hanging in the living room. In Eastern spiritual traditions, honoring those who have passed is a sacred part of family life. Ancestors are believed to maintain a spiritual connection with the living, forming a continuous flow between generations gone and those still present. However, that connection must be maintained properly, in the right place, with the right ritual. Otherwise, it may unintentionally disrupt the energy within your home. Memorial photos or portraits of deceased family members carry what Feng Shui calls yin energy. This is not inherently negative. It simply represents the end of a life cycle, stillness, and spiritual quiet. When you hang these photos in the most active areas of your home, such as the living room, you are placing a symbol of stillness into the heart of movement. This creates a clash between yin and yang energy. The living room is a lively space. It is where families gather, guests are welcomed, conversations happen, and laughter fills the air. It is full of vibrant, dynamic yang energy. Meanwhile, memorial photos belong in spaces of calm and reverence. When the two energies overlap, they do not balance. They interfere with one another. This creates energetic dissonance that directly affects the mood and emotional well-being of everyone in the house. The most common signs of this energy clash include recurring dreams, particularly vague ones where you see someone but cannot remember their face. Children may startle in their sleep.
Adults may experience forgetfulness, mood swings, or irritation for no reason. Over time, the household's collective energy suffers, business becomes unstable, relationships lose harmony, and people feel mentally scattered or emotionally drained. Placing memorial photos in the right location is not just about Feng Shui. It is a meaningful spiritual act of respect. These images should be kept in quiet, low-traffic areas such as a dedicated altar space, a family shrine, or a clean and elevated place set aside for remembrance. In such environments, memorial energy remains calm and protected, instead of being disrupted by everyday activity. A key Feng Shui principle is yin and yang must be clearly separated in order to preserve balance. The living need bright, active spaces to grow. The departed need peaceful resting places to remain in peace. When each is respected in its proper place, blessings can flow smoothly through the family, and the sacred bond between generations is preserved and strengthened. Number 6. Moldy trash and containers with stagnant water. In Feng Shui, items like damp garbage, leftover food, old towels, decaying leaves, or moldy plastic bags are considered nests of negative energy. After just one day inside your home, they begin to release stagnant, heavy energy. You may not see it with your eyes, but you can feel it through low energy, fatigue, foggy thoughts, and a lack of motivation. These trash piles act like energy sinkholes, pulling fresh, vibrant energy out of your home and replacing it with a cloud of heaviness. Even more concerning are items that hold stagnant water: dirty mop buckets, waterlogged pots, neglected flower vases, or air conditioning drip trays. In Feng Shui, water symbolizes flow and prosperity, but only when it is fresh and moving. When water sits still, it becomes dead water. It loses its vitality and begins to attract mold, bacteria, and harmful energy. Stagnant water raises humidity and can lead to bacteria that harm your respiratory system, digestion, and mental clarity. If placed in the kitchen, dining area, or bedroom, these effects are amplified. They can cause recurring minor illnesses, emotional discomfort, restless sleep, and a cold, heavy feeling that weighs on the household atmosphere. Feng Shui sees your home as a living organism. Trash and mold act as toxins, and the negative energy they release spreads through your home like unhealthy blood in a body. A clear sign that this is happening is when your home always has a lingering, musty smell, even after cleaning. That means negative energy has taken over, making it much harder to attract fortune or retain positive energy. The Feng Shui rule here is clear. Trash and dirty water should never be left overnight. After every meal, shower, or before going to bed, make sure your home is clean. No leftover waste, rotting cloth, or stagnant water. A clean, dry, and well-ventilated space is the foundation for strong energy flow and lasting prosperity. Number 7. Rusty, broken, or decaying objects. In Feng Shui, every item in your home contributes to the overall energy field. Functional, well-maintained objects represent strength and growth. But once something becomes rusty, cracked, or broken, it turns into a source of disorder, carrying the energy of decay and stagnation. Things like a rusty pair of scissors, a loose doorknob, squeaky hinges, or a chair with a broken leg may seem harmless, but over time, they become strong indicators that the energy in your home is deteriorating. In Feng Shui, everything exists in one of two states: growth or decline. Allowing decaying objects to remain means you are giving space to weakening energy in your life. A space filled with broken items lowers your mental state. It encourages procrastination, helplessness, and a lack of motivation. Many people feel stuck or want to refresh their lives, but cannot seem to gather enough energy to begin, because they are surrounded by symbols of failure, decay, and powerlessness. Even worse, if these broken or rusty items are located in key areas like the front door, the kitchen, your work corner, or near a safe or money drawer, they directly affect your finances, health, and career. These negative energy zones drain your efforts and block results from manifesting. Rust, in particular, is a slow destroyer. It corrodes from the inside out. Homes filled with rusty items often experience a chain of problems: equipment breaking down, objects wearing out quickly, people getting sick more often, or an ongoing streak of bad luck that drains everyone's spirit. That is why Feng Shui recommends you discard or replace any broken or deteriorating items immediately, even the smallest ones. Do not wait until they are completely useless. Feng Shui is not just about functionality, it is about energy. Even a tiny crack or bit of rust can interrupt the flow of good energy throughout your home. Once you have removed these decaying energy sources, your home also needs to be cleansed and reset so that positive energy can begin to circulate again. Now, I will guide you through a simple but powerful ritual to purify negative energy and open the doors to good fortune. I always recommend doing this ritual once a month, especially during times when you feel the need for a fresh start. This could be after a chaotic period or before an important family event or new chapter in life. The ritual should be performed with mindfulness and reverence, so that every step becomes a quiet prayer to your living space. Start by opening all windows and doors, as if you are inviting in fresh air, sunlight, and a new breeze from the universe. This helps awaken dormant energy hiding in dark corners and pushes out stale, stagnant air that has built up over time. At this point, play some soft music tuned to 432 Hz, a frequency known for healing and calming the mind, helping the energy in your home become balanced and peaceful. If you do not have music, you can use a handbell, soft chanting, or any gentle sound that brings you inner calm. Next, prepare a bowl of diluted salt water. Use it to wipe down doorknobs, light switches, door frames, table surfaces, and other places that are frequently touched. In energy cleansing rituals, salt water symbolizes purification. It neutralizes leftover emotional residue like stress, anxiety, and tension. As you clean, do not think of it as just physical cleaning. Imagine that you are wiping away all energy that no longer serves your family's peace. Then, burn a bit of incense or powdered licorice and gently waft the smoke throughout every room in your home. The fragrance of incense not only creates a soothing atmosphere, but also helps elevate the vibrational frequency of the space. It clears away heavy energy and reactivates the flow of abundance that may have been blocked. As you walk through each room, each little corner, silently whisper a prayer in your heart. It does not need to be grand. Simply say, "May this space be pure and peaceful. May the flow of energy move freely. May our home be blessed with harmony and lasting prosperity." You can also prepare a few peeled cloves of garlic and place them near the front door, under the sink, or in the kitchen corners. Garlic is known to be a powerful absorber of negative energy. In many spiritual traditions, garlic is considered an invisible shield that protects the home from uninvited or harmful energies. After 3 days, you should replace the garlic with fresh ones. Take the old cloves and either bury them in the ground or wrap them up tightly and discard them. Finally, place a pink Himalayan salt lamp in the central area of your home, usually the living room. A salt lamp not only emits a warm, comforting glow, but also helps balance the ions in the air, keeping your home's energy field stable after the cleansing process. When everything is done, just sit quietly for a few minutes, breathe gently, and feel the shift that is now taking place. You might notice the air feels fresher, your chest feels lighter, or maybe it is just a calm, unexplainable stillness, but full of warmth. That is the moment when new energy begins to flow. So today, we have walked together through a very special journey, from identifying seemingly harmless objects that quietly block the flow of energy, to learning how to purify your living space, reopen channels of abundance, restore harmony, and keep your home warm, peaceful, and thriving. Remember, every object you keep in your home carries its own energetic signature. When you learn to choose wisely, let go consciously, and cleanse regularly, you are not just taking care of your house, you are healing your own life and passing on a current of blessings to the generations that follow. I truly believe that with mindfulness and sincerity, anyone can change their destiny, starting with the smallest things right within their own home. If you feel that this video has touched something deep within you, leave a comment such as, "I choose to cleanse my home to welcome abundance and lasting peace." That affirmation is not just for me, it is also a sign to the universe that you are ready to receive something better. And if you found today's insights helpful, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss any of the Feng Shui secrets I will be sharing with you every week. I am Master Zhen. Thank you for listening, and may your home always be filled with light, abundance, and lasting peace. I will see you in the next video.